The True Spec is unlike any other machine ever produced by Heat Press Nation. We didn't modify an existing design, we built a new machine from the ground up. A strong building needs a solid foundation, right? So we constructed our machine on a laser-cut steel frame that can take the daily use and abuse in any shirt shop. The handle is where the force is transferred from the user to the machine thousands of times in a heat press's lifespan. So the True Spec handle and lever are built to last. A double bar handle is complemented by a new pull-down lever to make operating this large machine more accessible for all users. Users who need a little bit more reach can grab the lower pull-down lever and bring the main handle in within reach to complete the press. At the heart of the True Spec heat press is its solid core 16 by 20 inch heating element. This is not only the best heating element Heat Press Nation has ever produced, its performance puts it up there with the top heating elements on the market today. We cast our solid aluminum heating elements to ultra-fine tolerances and have made them to be over 20% thicker than the current Signature series. The result is a perfectly flat heating element with incredible evenness in heat distribution, superb heat retention, and minimal recovery time between presses. To help keep our customers safe, the True Spec also has an anti-burn shield over the heating element to protect in case of accidental contact. The True Spec control housing contains the brand new touchscreen control panel. The active pressure readout gives you real-time feedback on the amount of pressure that's being applied. When you close the press, a value will be displayed on a scale from 0 to 8, with 0 being no pressure and 8 being the maximum. This gets rid of the guessing games and brings proper pressure to every project. Setting your True Spec heat press to the proper time and temperature is a breeze. There are 3 preset slots available to recall settings for your favorite materials. In each preset slot, you can set your desired temperature, pre-press time, and main press time. If you're working with a product that doesn't require pre-press, you can set that value to 0 to only use the main press time setting. In addition to the touchscreen control panel, the True Spec control housing also holds the built-in backup fuse. In the event of a power surge or eventual fuse degradation over time, switching to your backup fuse takes just a few moments instead of however long it takes you to find your spare fuse or wait for a replacement to ship. Inside, you'll find select UL components to ensure the most vital parts are of the highest quality. The True Spec is a true hybrid machine thanks to a major update to a core feature, Auto Open. You can now choose for yourself whether you want your heat press to function as an auto open or manual heat press with a simple flip of the rotating contact plate. With auto open, an electromagnet holds your press closed. When the timer reaches 0, the magnet releases the hold and allows the premium gas shocks to open the heat press for you automatically. In manual mode, you are in complete control of when the machine opens and closes. We've also moved the emergency release button from the control housing closest to the handle for easy access if you ever need to open the machine before the timer reaches 0. Of course, the True Spec wouldn't be a proper clamshell heat press if we didn't include a slide-out lower Platen. But seeing as how that's nothing new, for Heat Press Nation anyways, we have also added a built-in splitter for your t-shirts. These are 2 must-have features for any t-shirt shop and truly elevate the level of efficiency and safety on your heat press. The built-in splitter allows the lower Platen to go completely inside of your t-shirt, splitting it so the front and back are pressed separately. This avoids double pressing and eliminates any bleed through between sides of the garment. And to top off this huge list of premium features on our True Spec machines, we are proud to launch our line of fast fit Platens. These lower Platens are interchangeable with a multi-directional mount, so unlike your USB drive, you could slide it on right the first time, every time. You can also choose landscape or portrait orientation on any Platen. To change Platens, simply rotate the locking pin to disengage it, then slide the Platen right off. Slide on your desired fast fit lower Platen, then re-engage the locking pin by twisting it back in place. It really is that easy. Fast fit interchangeable Platens are sold separately and are available in 4x4 inch, 6x10 inch, 6x20 inch, 8x10 inch, and 11x15 inch sizes. True Spec heat presses come with a quality guarantee that is backed by Heat Press Nation's legendary My Expert support. This includes 1 year of My Expert protection and free lifetime technical support. Should you ever have a question or issue with your heat press or any product purchased from Heat Press Nation, help is just a phone call away. Simply dial 800-215-0894 and you'll be connected with a trained technician at our Fullerton, California Service Center. You can order your True Spec heat press today at heatpressnation.com. My bad. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us for this very special episode of Heat Press Nation Live. As you just saw, we are super excited to announce our very own brand new product. This is the True Spec Heat Press. Actually, the full name is the True Spec Hybrid Auto Open 16 by 20 inch Heat Press. And I'm gonna get, if you missed that intro right now, or maybe you're watching the replay, I'm gonna get into the features right now, but yeah, I'm super excited for this. We already see the comments coming in. You guys already want one. So let me run you through kind of the details. You already saw that. We're gonna get into a project right now, but this is the True Spec Auto Open 16 by 20 inch. It's actually Auto Open Hybrid, meaning that you could choose to do manual open or full auto open. The reason why I love manual open is sometimes when you're at like a really high pressure, for certain applications, not everything, it's good to just have that full control of closing it and opening it. This machine, I know you guys are asking or curious about pricing. This machine starts at $1299.95, and then we have interchangeable platens, which I'm going to show you today, and we are selling it in a bundle with all 5 additional platens, so you get a total of 6. So it comes standard with the 16 by 20 inch lower platen. There's 5 separate ones, and if you want all 6 platens included, that's $16.99. You guys, this is such a good deal. Before I get into a demo, because we're gonna start demoing right now, I have to tell you guys, something that wasn't like totally in the video is the heating element. And that's because, I'm gonna be honest, heating elements, like it's kind of hard to capture it on video, right? But the heating element on this machine it's 20% thicker than the Signature Series. So if you're familiar with Signature Series, you know that's already a great heating element. It's already able to handle everything from white toner to plastisol transfers to DTG, GTF, all that stuff. Well, we took something good and we made it even better. So this new heating element has some of the best heat consistency or heat distribution anywhere. So not just for mid-level heat presses, we're talking about, this is competing with the premium heat presses. I'm talking about like your Geonites, your Hicks, your Hotronics, like all these name brand, and this is not a discredit to them, they're amazing heat presses. But now from Heat Press Nation, we're proud to be able to compete on that level of premium heat distribution on our heating element. I mean, these things are incredible. I wish I could just take it apart and show you right now, but why would I mess up a perfectly good heat press? Let's go ahead and get to demoing, but first I wanna get to your questions. Here we go. Now I do see we have our team already in the chat asking, answering questions. T. Johnson was asking, how long does it take to heat up to 400? We already got a response in the chat, but for everybody else watching, in our testing, we are getting there between 20 and 25 minutes. And I will say this, it does have a lot to do with your power supply at home or in your shop, wherever you're at. If you're plugged into an extension cord or a power strip that's not rated, for at least 15 to 20 amps, it's going to take you a lot longer to get to temperature. And I guess that's just kind of a general tip. Also, depending on what kind of circuit you're plugged in, is that a shared circuit? Do you have other equipment on that circuit? All that contributes to your heating time. But in ideal situations, we're plugged into a circuit that has sufficient power to dedicate to the machine. Yeah, it's heating up pretty quick. And that's another great feature about this. Not only does it heat up fast, because it has a 4-section, it's basically the rod that goes through and distributes the heat throughout the plate. And most heat presses have 2. The cheaper heat presses have 1. We have 4. So it heats up more evenly, heats up faster, and then because the cast element is so much thicker, it's just gonna retain that heat so much better. I'm telling you, this is a killer heat press, and the heating element is at the heart of it. I feel like we built the press around the machine so the whole thing could be just as beefy and awesome as that element. All right, let's go ahead and get into this one other question, which I'm gonna show off right now. Spicy Cappy is saying, I'm only 5'4", so when I added the splitter, it was too high for me. Wondering how high this one is. I don't have the exact measurement, but because the splitter stand is built in, it's gonna sit lower on your table. And we also added a pull down lever, which is a little bit closer to reach. I'm gonna be honest, for our shorter users, because hey, we have people of all shapes and sizes using our machines. And so when we were testing it, when we built it out, the first prototype, some of the staff here was like, hey, it's a little hard to reach, it's a little high. So we added a pull down lever, it's a little bit closer, so you could start it off, and I'll show that. Let's see this thing in action. So one of the more difficult things to heat press is gonna be a plastisol transfer. And this is screen print ink on a sheet of paper that you can actually heat press yourself at home with your heat press. So in some cases, plastisol transfers, they do require very nice even distribution of heat. Also, the recommended settings are going to be, again, usually for like a premium heat press. So the recommended setting here is 350 degrees Fahrenheit for only 7 seconds. That's really fast. And if you have a cheaper heat press, oh, right here, and it is inverted, by the way, your eyes do not deceive you. And if you're using a cheaper heat press, that 7 seconds is not going to be enough. You're usually having to either add time or add temperature. But when you have a premium quality heat press like the True Spec, it makes pressing easy breeze. Let's head on over to our heat press now. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys how we press this, how easy it is, and I'm gonna get to actually demo a lot of the cool features on here. If there's something you wanna know, something you wanna see, you just let me know. T. Johnson saying, I currently have the Sure Pressure 16x20, just wondering how much bigger this one is. So this is going to be just as wide. It's because, the widest part is the heating element. This is still a 16x20 inch heating element, but it is going to go a little bit further back, so you're going to need a little bit more clearance this way. And it is a little bit taller, especially when the handle's open. It's going to be a little bit taller than the standard Signature series. Dimensions, if they're not available yet online, they'll be available very, very soon on the listing at heatpressnation.com. Let's press this thing. All right, I got my t-shirt. Let's go over to our heat press. Now, I like to call this the triple threat lower Platen. So first of all, it is a slide out. Nothing new for Heat Press Nation. We've been having that on our Signature series, and we had to have it on our True Spec, right? So it is a slide out drawer. I'm gonna try to not burn myself in this demo. Look how close my hand is right here, right? I'm actually kind of nervous because I've burnt myself many times while live. That's very close. And so if on a traditional heat press, if you don't have a slide out, you're reaching in to load. Look how close my face is. My dumb face is about to get burned right here, right? Now, that's if you don't have a slide out, but if you do have a slide out, it's that easy. So now I have so much more clearance right here. It's gonna make it a lot safer. Also, my face is not up against the darn heat press. So I just have a lot more freedom here to lower my t-shirt, align it, place my transfers and all that jazz. That's number one. This is a triple threat. The biggest improvement is the built-in splitter stand right here. And what that allows me to do is if you need to press just one side of your shirt at a time, what you do is you just let the bottom of the shirt go in there. And so it's like your heat press is wearing the shirt. And boom. And now we're just gonna press the front. And that way, if you have a separate item, you can either, I would say pull it off and reload it, but I suppose, no, this is not the right way to do it. Don't do this. But you know, now we could just press the back. So if you need to press something only one side at a time, that built-in splitter stand. Now, this year we did release an attachment for the Signature series that was very, very popular. A lot of you guys wanted to split your t-shirts, and so we had to build that in to our True Spec machine. Now, I said this is the triple threat lower platen. Check this out. We've been getting requests for this for a very long time. Interchangeable platens, ladies and gentlemen. Interchangeable platens. There are 5 different ones. Now this one, this is a cute one, right? There we go. Lock that in. This is our 4x4. This is for pressing neck labels. I mean, really whatever you could fit on a 4x4. But it's so easy because you just slip it on right there. You're not stretching out your t-shirt. You're not doing anything. In fact, it's so easy. And because this is already on here, I'm going to go ahead and press a neck label first. Now, in this example, I'm just going to be pressing a logo. By the way, True Print Custom Transfers, if you need to order a gang sheet of neck labels, we do sell these. These are this is screen print ink, and it's been screen printed onto a special sheet. So you cram as many as you want onto one sheet, and then here, I'm going to do this right here. And then you cut them off as needed. And this is great because it's such an easy way to just add that extra level of quality to your product. Of course, if you're doing yours is going to have like the size, all the necessary tag information. We have a video on that if you want to check that out. I'm just pressing a logo as an example. We're going to drop that on right there. Now, I've already set my pressure, time, and temperature. We're going to go through the gauge in a minute, which is a whole other set of premium features. But check this out. Oh, I forgot to show you the pre-press timer. Okay, well, that's my bad. I'm going to hold it down for a few seconds. There we go. I'm not used to that. And then we just rip it off. Boom. Done. So that easy. We have our inside neck label. And a pro tip is if you're going to be pressing different colored shirts, do your neck labels in gray, because gray shows up on a light colored shirt and it also shows up on a black shirt. Or I mean, you could print white labels for black shirts and vice versa. Okay, switching it is that easy. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to another one right now. Check this out. Now this one, you just have to like line it up. There we go. There's a pin over here that you don't see. We have it on video, don't worry. Be sure to check out the videos. And now I'm ready to rock and roll on the front of my t-shirt. So let's go ahead and get pressing. So for the shirt, we're gonna dress it. Again, the triple threat lower platen. We got a slide out. We have a splitter stand built in, and we have the, what am I trying to say? Oh, interchangeable. There we go. Really quick, I'm just going to cycle through a setting on here. Give me just 1 second. There we go. Okay. So another setting that's really cool. We'll show you the screen in a minute, but there's a preset setting on here. So your heat press now has 2 timers on it. The first timer, which I didn't show you while I was pressing the neck label. The first timer, I have it set to only 5 seconds, and that's going to be to pre-press my t-shirt. We always want to get rid of any wrinkles and moisture. And then once the preset timer, or I should say the pre-press timer is done, it's going to go to my second timer. Now my second timer set for 7 seconds, and that's going to be perfect for this shirt. Again, this is a screen printed transfer. True Print Custom Transfer. You can order those online at heatpressnation.com. And now we're going to set it. Now it's on the 7-second timer, and that's going to be great right now. You're going to see it. Here we go. This is a hot peel and immediate peel. Boom. By the way, if you still see a little bit of coloration on your transfer, that's perfectly fine, because everything now is on my t-shirt, and this is a screen printed shirt now. Crazy, right? We got that screen printed ink, printed up a gazillion of these transfers, and now we got it on our t-shirt. You see how fast that was, by the way? I mean, I'm talking through my process, so it took a little bit longer than it would normally. But that's one of the amazing things about using screen printed custom transfers is the press time is very fast. I could crank out 100 of these pretty fast in maybe like 2 hours or so. So that's really cool. Actually, I'm gonna adjust my temperature really quick. You guys stay there. Now, what's cool about this, and we're gonna show you guys in a second, is I changed my, oh, we're gonna go back. Okay, let me show you guys. So to change my time and temperature settings, I'm gonna move this out of the way just like that. All I do is I pressed a button. There are three presets. So preset 1, it's set to 350. That's what I was doing. You see right here, 5 seconds, that's my pre-press timer. 7 seconds is my actual press timer, or the final press timer. Preset number 2, this is what I use for Jet Pro Soft Stretch. Now this screen, it's showing what the temperature is currently at. So if I hit set, that's what I have it set to. You could, of course, change all 3 settings, the set time, first timer, second timer, and then number 3, that's for DTF. So 315 degrees, 5-second pre-press, 15-second main press. And all of these settings are, you could change them. Now, this is our active pressure readout. So what happens is when I close the heat press, it's showing pressure 8. I do have it at firm pressure right now, which is what's required for the screen printed transfers. But let's say I need something that's a medium pressure. Well, I'm just gonna loosen my pressure knob a little bit. Now I'm at 5. 5 is just, so this scale is 0 to 8. 5 is just above that. So if I want a true medium, I need to go down to 4. I can adjust, and there we go. About a perfect medium pressure, P4, pressure level 4. How cool is that, right? So let's say you have employees at your office or in your shop, and you need them to press consistently. With other heat presses that don't have a pressure indicator, you have to kind of train them by feel, which is very possible to do. But if you have a new employee, it's gonna take them a little while to get the feel for how to heat press at that certain temperature. But when you have a press like this, which actually shows you where it is, you just tell them, set it to 315 degrees, or leave the preset there and tell them to just change the pressure until it hits level 6. You know, for DTF on this, I would say most of them are gonna be pressed at around 6 or 7. But yeah, super duper cool. All right, here we go. We got any questions? Beatrice Hughes is saying, do we have a 15 by 15 inch version? No, not at this time. We are launching with the 16 by 20. This is designed for, I don't want to say just for professional shops, but we designed this heat press with the business in mind. And most businesses do require a 16 by 20. Now that being said, we do have multiple lower Platens available, and among them is an 11 by 15 inch lower Platen. And that's gonna be great for like smaller shirts, youth shirts, tote bags. I hate pressing the seams on a tote bag. So having a smaller Platen I love that. So we do have smaller Platens available for this machine, but the whole machine, we don't have it in a 1515 at this time. Great questions. Ayula is asking, will there be other variations? We just launched this one. I just had a kid and you're asking when I'm having number 2, you guys, come on. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Actually, truth be told, we've spent so much on this, developing a press that we're truly proud of. I imagine if it does good, yeah, who knows? Sky's the limit, really, here at Heat Press Nation. Oh, I did want to show off, okay, I'm gonna go back and show off the lower pull down handle, because I think that's important. I mean, I'm not the tallest guy in the world. Kendall's asking, is it available now? It's available for pre-order right now. Oh, that's one thing I meant to say. So it is available for pre-order, limited quantity on this first run. So if you absolutely have to have it before the end of the year, make sure you get your pre-orders in ASAP. This is not going to be on sale for Black Friday. So if you're the kind of person who's waiting for a discount for Black Friday, hey, we're gonna have a bunch of other stuff on sale for Black Friday. But this machine will not be on sale, so don't bother waiting for that. Marquise is asking, does the pressure gauge, can it be used with the Stahl's heat transfer settings? So our scale runs from 0 to 8. stalls is gonna run from 0 to 9. So I'm not 100% sure what the percentage conversion is, but basically if stalls is giving you a number, maybe go one higher a little bit, or, you know, that's what I would recommend. Their scale is just a little bit, theirs is 0 to 9. So basically our 8 is equal to their 9, but we don't have a 9. So it's kind of like, where are you gonna draw the line on your ruler? It's the same, it's still a foot. Just draw your lines wherever you want. So for us, I would say if stalls is saying go 9, or sorry, we should drop a number. If stall says go 9 for us, that would just be 8. So if they're saying go 7 for us, probably gonna go 6, around there. I don't know. That's a great question. Here we go. Bro, Europe from T Berna. We're only in the US. I am so sorry. If you have friends, we ship to Canada. So if you have someone in Canada who can ship it to you, or I don't recommend that. And the reason why I don't recommend that is just because our technical support only covers the US. So if you ever had, not saying that you like it's gonna break or nothing like that, but like if you ever have a question about it, troubleshooting, 4 years down, because we offer free lifetime technical support. So 4 years down the road, you finally need a replacement handle or this or that, like it's just really hard to service Europe. So that's why we don't do it at this time. Let's see. Oh, let me double check. These are all the YouTube questions. We're gonna get back to demoing right now. I have some cool demos to show you guys on this one. Let me just check in on Facebook, see if anybody has any questions over there. I think we're good on Facebook here. Give me just a second. Sorry, I don't know how to, okay. Well, anyways, back to YouTube then, I guess, because I can't find, oh, here we go. All right. Roberta's asking, did I hear right? 25 minutes to 400 degrees? Yes, and that, again, that kind of going back to that question, that's under ideal power conditions. If you have a power strip that's not properly rated for that kind of amperage, it's gonna slow you down significantly. If you're using an extension cord that's not of the proper rating, it's gonna slow you down. If you're plugged into the wall outlet, but you're on a shared circuit with some other stuff, that could slow you down as well. So in ideal conditions, which everybody should be running anyways, yes, for sure. Let's see. I see we got some questions already answered regarding the weight. Yeah, it's 143 pounds. You'll see it in the video. We have a video about of the unboxing on YouTube. It is heavy. Now, I'm a pretty strong guy. I imagine I could lift something like 143, but due to the size of this, I don't imagine one person could take it out. Even if you're like even more buff than I am, you probably want a second person just because like the way the weight's distributed, just get 2 people. But yeah, but it is heavy. It is heavy, so be careful. Oh, that's another thing. It does ship in 2 boxes. So this machine right here, the main frame is gonna ship with the heating element, all the important stuff, the computer box. So the top portion, that one, you just have to slide it on, attach some screws really quick. They're thumb screws, so I don't even think you need a screwdriver to assemble. You should be able to completely assemble your heat press with no tools, which is really cool. So the reason why we did that is because we want to ship it for free. So this machine, yes, it's 143 pounds. Yes, it's gigantic. And yes, it does ship for free to the lower 48 states, which was really important for us. We get it. You're spending a bunch of money on a heat press. You know, you don't want to spend an extra $300 to $500, depending on where you live, you know, roughly $300 on freight shipping. Because when machines get past a certain size, you got to put them on a pallet and then ship it freight, which is very expensive. So what we did is we decided to ship it in 2 boxes that could ship ground, so we could ship them for free. So this machine does ship for free. The lower Platen and the computer box on top are going to come separate. Extremely easy to attach. You should be up and running within maybe 10 to 15 minutes after opening the box, which is very fast. I should say you should have it assembled in 10 to 15 minutes. Give it another, 20, 25 minutes to get to temperature. you're rocking and rolling in less than an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Super excited for this machine. All right, we're gonna go back to some demos right now. I'm kind of not stalling, but I just wanna make sure I'm at the right temperature for this. But before we get to that, let me show you the pull down handle. So on this machine, we have a pull down handle, which if you're just out of reach, right? You're just out of reach of the top handle, which is a little tall right now. You should be able to hopefully reach this pull down handle so you could pull it down and then boom, pardon my ashy elbows, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, we did that to give everybody just an extra, basically just an extra hand length, an extra grasp to pull down the handle, and then you could finish the job right here. Boom, boom, boom. Every little bit helps with this. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're at the right temperature now. We're gonna go ahead and press a hoodie. I'm gonna show off a few different lower platens right now. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is the brand new Heat Press Nation True Spec Auto Open Hybrid Heat Press. I'll show you what I mean by hybrid for this press. So we're gonna thread it. Oops, split it. There we go. This is a small hoodie, by the way. So here we go. Shimmy that on there. There we go. Now with this hoodie, I just want to press the back. Hoodies especially, you want to be able to split them, because what happens is the kangaroo pocket on front, it like kind of messes up this area. And so to press around it, yeah, you could use a pressing pad, but you're really minimizing your imprint area. So by being able to fully thread my hoodie now, I have the whole back. I have the whole back that I could press, which is important because I have a gigantic image that I'm going to transfer. So I'm going to slide this back in. Going to use my pre-press timer. So I have it set to auto open right now. I got to put my pressure back up, but it's right now set to pre-press. So after 5 seconds, we're already ready to go. We're going to slide this back out. The reason why we pre-press, we want to get rid of any wrinkles and moisture. Okay, I'm going to increase my pressure just a little bit to right about a 6. This is a 12.5, I think by 18-inch transfer. This is gigantic. There's no way that I could fit this transfer if the kangaroo pocket was underneath, right? You'd have to like slip some foam in or figure something out to get it to press. But now that it's fully split, I'm only pressing one side. And that is awesome for me. Just gonna make sure I'm centered here. Now, usually we do recommend using like parchment paper or something like that, but I'm gonna try to do it without it right now. There we go. I'm at 7 pressure, which is pretty solid for direct to film. Now, I am gonna help it open right now, just because since I don't have parchment paper, what happens is sometimes when it opens up, it lifts up the film. So I'm gonna help it out, but I'm gonna show you what another option you have too. Should open it very carefully. There we go. Now this is going to be a hot immediate peel. Boom, just like that. That looks absolutely fantastic. Let me go ahead and slide it off now. And so now the back of this hoodie is just fully imprinted. Isn't that amazing? Now this is, again, and if you've ever heat pressed a hoodie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this kangaroo pocket right here, that's the issue, right? It's thick, the seams would cause uneven pressure. So on the old way, you would load the hoodie, right? And then you would just feel that pocket, and that would mess up all your transfers. Not when you have a splittable. I'm gonna swap this out for a sleeve element because I got some cool stuff to show you right now. Slide that off. The elements do get hot. If you've been pressing all day, be careful because the elements do get hot. Gonna load this one in right here. Again, we have a total of 5 extra. We have 5 extra elements, which give you a total of 6. The machine comes with the 16 by 20 that I just removed, and there are 5 separate ones. In fact, let me read off the sizes. We have a 4x4. 8 by 10, 6 by 10, 6 by 20, which is what I have right here, and then an 11 by 15. 5 separate elements. You could buy them all bundled together with the press, or you could buy each one separately if you feel like you only need like 1 or 2. So we're gonna press the sleeves of this hoodie. Now, what I like about hoodies is they usually come with the sleeves folded. So you already have a nice crease line running right up the middle that shows you where to press. There we go. Now, if your sleeve is not long enough, like if you're working with like kids sleeves or something like that, you could just use the width of your 16 by 20. I kind of just wanted to show off this sleeve element right here because I love it. There we go. I got my pre-press timer on. So it is going to pre-press it for 5 seconds. Just like that, automatically. Now, we call this the hybrid auto open. We'll get a close-up in a minute, but there's a contact plate right here where the heating element, oh, not the heating element, where the magnet holds it shut. You just flip it, and now you're fully manual. So, fully manual, right? So if you want to be in full control of when and how the heat press opens and closes, that's all you. So I do have to reset my timer though, just to let it go past the pre-press timer. There we go. And now we are locked in for our 15-second standard timer. Got my cool flames right here. I'm gonna center it to that crease. And there we go. I'm gonna slide that back in. Again, I'm usually pressing with parchment paper. I have no idea where I left my roll. And I have it in manual mode, so when the timer reaches 0, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open manually. I do see some questions coming in. I'll get to those as soon as we're done with this sleeve. Timer's at 0. Carefully open that up. There we go. And then this is going to be an immediate hot peel. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Smooth as butter. Sleeve imprint. We're gonna go ahead and show this to the other camera here. Gonna come right back. We got some more. I think we got like one more demo to show you guys today, but let me get to some questions here. T. Burner says, but I'm crying every day here in Germany. Love you, buddy. Man, I appreciate that. If I could, I'd fly you on out there. I've been wanting to visit Germany for a while. Kendall is saying, how does it compare to the Signature Series 16 by 20? That is a great question. Look, I'll start off by saying this. I've had a Signature Series 16 by 20 for almost 9 years. Almost 9 years. I started here in Heat Press Nation, working here in 2016, and then like a month or two after I started, I bought my own gear, and I bought a Signature Series 1620, and I still use it to this day. I haven't found the need to upgrade until this puppy came out, and I'm probably in the new year going to be switching over, or maybe sooner, I don't know. If my boss wants to give me a discount on one, you know? But I'll probably be switching over to a True Spec in the new year. If that kind of lets you know where it's at. I've been a diehard Signature Series fan this entire time. But I think I'm ready to upgrade to a True Spec. Now, how does it actually compare like the specs on paper? Signature Series has the splitter stand sold separately. This has a built-in splitter stand. Signature Series does not have interchangeable lower platens. This one does. Signature Series does not have, well, you can get the Signature Pro with the Sure Pressure pressure marking system. That's like a bookmark. To help you keep track of different pressure settings, you still have to find the proper pressure manually, but at least you could note the number so you can easily find it. Again, it's more of a bookmark. Whereas the True Spec, it has active pressure readout. So you just lower the press, close the press, and it'll tell you where you're at in real time. So you could either make adjustments higher or lower depending on what you need. No need to take notes on what your True Spec number is or what your Sure Pressure number is. The other thing, Signature Series has a digital gauge. You could set your time and temperature and all that. True Spec has 3 presets on the digital gauge. So I have my 3 favorite and most used settings ready to roll. You just tap whichever one you want your press set to, and you're ready to rock and roll. You don't have to keep holding the up button to go when, you know, it's always funny when I have to go from pressing vinyl to sublimation because you're holding that button from 305 all the way to 400, you know, to get the temperature up. There's a few other differences on there. I'm gonna be honest, Signature Series is a very sturdy machine, but this is just next level. This is the beefiest machine we've ever made, and it truly holds up with other much more expensive heat presses. So it's in a whole different category than the Signature Series. I used to commonly say the Signature Series is the best press you can get under $1,000. The Signature Series really is amazing, but now with the True Spec, it's like, oh, this is competing with like $2,000 heat presses. Which again, this is no shade to anybody, but we're just really proud of the press that we've made, and we're very proud to offer a machine with features and quality that is still higher than what you're actually going to pay for it. So we're super stoked on that. I'm trying to think of additional features. Oh, hybrid auto open is really cool. How you could just switch from auto open to standard. That's really neat. Of course, we have that pull down bar. So yeah, if we're talking just comparison to Signature Series, look, I will always love the Signature Series. I will always be proud of the Signature Series, but it's like, dude, this is rad. Yeah, so I'm super excited about it. Kendall Mosley is saying, I'm torn between purchasing this because it's new and purchasing the Sig Series because it's a proven machine. Dude, that's a great point. I mean, I get it. I totally get it there. And there's just some decisions in life where you just got to pull the trigger on whatever your gut's telling you, and it'll work. Both of these machines, I'll say this, you're going to get amazing results on both of these machines. I could have done this on a Signature Series if I had the splitter stand, all right? Now the sleeve, you can kind of finagle it on a Signature Series. It's not as easy as it would be with a sleeve Platen, but it's definitely possible. That's kind of what you're paying for with when you go up in price on a heat press. You're really paying for extra features, so it depends on what you need. If you are like, dude, I press the front of the shirt, this is all I do, I do not do anything else, this is all I do, you're probably going to be perfectly fine with the Signature Series. But if you're seeing this and you're like, oh dude, I always press front and back and I need to split it more, I get bleed through, or things like that, is as you're seeing the features and as you do your research and look at the features on a True Spec, if some of those features are calling out to you, that's kind of how you know which one to get. If you're seeing these features and you're like, oh, okay, cool, then you're probably going to be great with a Signature Series, So it really depends on what your business needs. At Heat Press Nation, we always say this. There's not one product that's right for everybody, just what's right for you. And we are not fans of overselling people. Like if you call our sales team, like, dude, like they're really just going to ask you some questions and make their best recommendation. We're not here to shark people into buying like these super crazy expensive heat presses and stuff like that. No, we want to do what's best for you and your business. That's why we make tons of videos. That's why I'm here live right now. I'm just really just showing this off, telling you how much I like it as a heat presser, as somebody who's pressed thousands and thousands of things. I truly do enjoy this machine. And yeah, and if you don't need any of these features, save some money, get a Signature. But if you're a pro shop and you want that ease of threading the t-shirts or splitting the t-shirts, if you want the ease of just, you saw how quick it was for me to swap in a sleeve Platen, like if you want those kinds of features, yes, you want the True Spec. All right. Penelope says, I'm so sad. I have 2 of the Signature Series. Now this one comes out. New stuff has to come out at some point in time. Yeah, but I feel you on that one. Very cool. I'm trying to see if there's any questions that I didn't get to. If you have any questions about this machine, fire away. Let's see. Whoops. Yeah, I think that's it for the questions. There's another demo that I wanted to show you, and I love using hoodies as an example because there's so much real estate on a hoodie that you can imprint, and that's what I'm going to show off right now. So we're going to do one more Platen swap, and then we're going to call it a day on the demos. Now, there are, again, in addition to the 16 by 20 inch, there are 5 separate Platens. Today I've shown off 2 of them, but we have 3 more. I'm going to read the sizes just for good measure. We have a 4 inch by 4 inch, 6 by 10 inch, 8 by 10 inch, 6 by 20 inch, which is what we see right here, and then an 11 by 15 inch. I call that the tote bag Platen. perfect for tote bags. But yeah, let's go ahead and rock and roll. By the way, this is not going to be on sale for Black Friday. So if you're kind of waiting around for that, for the True Spec, just pre-order your True Spec now. It is on pre-order. We are expecting to ship mid-November. So just keep an eye out for that. And our Black Friday sale is huge, but that's going to be for literally anything else but this brand new machine. Okay, let's go ahead and do our final demo here. Do we do trade-ins? No, unfortunately, we do not do trade-ins. I'm so sorry. But let's go ahead and get to this last demo. I'm going to pull out which element. Oh, no, I have my 4x4 right here. So again, it's that easy. Oh, the other thing that's cool now, this one, you don't want to load it sideways because it's wider than the heat press. But we call these multi-directional heating lower platens because you could load it in any direction. So like, I didn't even look, right? I could load it in any direction, turn it. Doesn't matter, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, I am going to show you guys one more heating element right here. This is I think this is our 6x10. Pull that out. So if you have something that you want to load like that, awesome, go for it. If you want to load this one sideways, go for it. You could load them in any direction. They're multi-directional platens, so the mount is designed so you're never wrong. Like, unlike your USB drives, it always takes me 3 tries to plug in a USB. So there we go. We're gonna put that locking pin in. And so here's one more cool thing that I love about this. All right, we're gonna load my hoodie. The actual like lip of the hood, I feel like that's like an underrated, underused portion right here. So we are on the hood right now. Super easy to load it up. We're gonna do our pre-press. And I'm in manual mode right now, so just so you guys can see that we're in manual mode. There we go. I do want to bump up my pressure. It's reading a 4, and I need it to be at least a 6 or 7 for DTF. And so there's 2 things we could do here. I have a QR code, which if you're trying to promote your brand, one really good thing that I like to do, and in fact, my heat press hero, Big Brando, when he has a new t-shirt design, he'll like wear it to Disneyland or something like that, show it off and get real-time feedback. Because at Disneyland, everybody, if you have a cool shirt, people will compliment you. And if they ask you where to get it, you just show them the QR code. So you could put that on your hoodie, or if you're proud to be an American, if you're gonna go out and vote, go ahead, you could drop that there. Whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna go ahead and put this flag right here. 15 seconds on the clock. We're in manual mode right now. Again, this is a hybrid auto open, so you could choose to be totally manual. You could choose to be auto open with just a quick flip of the contact plate. Very easy. And then this, again, this is like the beefiest press we've ever built. So proud of this thing. So proud of the team. Works super hard. And then of course, these are quick rapid peel. Boom. Take that off. So the hood of the heat press, my brain is not working. The hood of the hoodie has now been imprinted, and really, I've seen people press all sections of the hoodie. I've seen people do you do something on either side of the hoodie. You know, for kids' hoodies, what they do is they'll put like cool eyeballs right here, like scary eyeballs for Halloween. There's so much real estate on the hood of this hoodie, but at the very least, right there, on the kind of visor section, that's a great spot to be putting hits, offering hits for your clients. And it's so easy, again, with these interchangeable, fast fit, lower platens. I can't say enough good things about the True Spec. As a heat presser myself, someone who genuinely loves this business and what we do, I love this. I love how huge this graphic is on this hoodie, by the way. That's massive. Oh, the last plug I'll plug today is not even for True Spec, it's for True Print. In case you guys didn't know, we do offer custom transfers. So let's say if this is DTF, by the way, if you don't have a DTF printer this big, you can just order it from us. We'll print it for you. Upload your artwork, order the transfers, we'll ship it to you, and then you could heat press it yourself on your brand new True Spec heat press. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for us today. Let's see.
I love seeing my boy Patrick in the chat. Pat, that's my dude right there. That's my dude. Let's see. Ooh, T. Johnson coming in with an awesome idea. T. Johnson says, I can see this press having a shoe attachment too. Don't tempt us, man. That's actually a really great idea. Okay, super cool, super cool. I think that's gonna do it for the Q&A. Hey, if you guys have any more questions about the TrueSpec or any of our other products, please give us a call. The phone number is 800-215-0894. Once again, that is 800-215-0894. You can find all of our contact information at heatpressnation.com. You could pre-order your TrueSpec heat press today at heatpressnation.com. Again, they are shipping in mid-November, which is just a couple of weeks away. And man, I mean it when I say I haven't been this excited about a new product in a very, very long time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys around. Have a good one. Adios.
The TrueSpec is unlike any other machine ever produced by Heat Press Nation. We didn't modify an existing design, we built a new machine from the ground up. A strong building needs a solid foundation, right? So we constructed our machine on a laser-cut steel frame that can take the daily use and abuse in any shirt shop. The handle is where the force is transferred from the user to the machine thousands of times in a heat press's lifespan. So the TrueSpec handle and lever are built to last. A double bar handle is complemented by a new pull-down lever to make operating this large machine more accessible for all users. Users who need a little bit more reach can grab the lower pull-down lever and bring the main handle in within reach to complete the press. At the heart of the TrueSpec heat press is its solid core 16 by 20 inch heating element. This is not only the best heating element Heat Press Nation has ever produced, its performance puts it up there with the top heating elements on the market today. We cast our solid aluminum heating elements to ultra-fine tolerances and have made them to be over 20% thicker than the current Signature series. The result is a perfectly flat heating element with incredible evenness in heat distribution, superb heat retention, and minimal recovery time between presses. To help keep our customers safe, the TrueSpec also has an anti-burn shield over the heating element to protect in case of accidental contact. The TrueSpec control housing contains the brand new touchscreen control panel. The active pressure readout gives you real-time feedback on the amount of pressure that's being applied. When you close the press, a value will be displayed on a scale from 0 to 8, with 0 being no pressure and 8 being the maximum. This gets rid of the guessing games and brings proper pressure to every project. Setting your TrueSpec heat press to the proper time and temperature is a breeze. There are 3 preset slots available to recall settings for your favorite materials. In each preset slot, you can set your desired temperature, pre-press time, and main press time. If you're working with a product that doesn't require pre-press, you can set that value to 0 to only use the main press time setting. In addition to the touchscreen control panel, the TrueSpec control housing also holds the built-in backup fuse. In the event of a power surge or eventual fuse degradation over time, switching to your backup fuse takes just a few moments instead of however long it takes you to find your spare fuse or wait for a replacement to ship. Inside, you'll find select UL components to ensure the most vital parts are of the highest quality. The TrueSpec is a true hybrid machine thanks to a major update to a core feature, Auto Open. You could now choose for yourself whether you want your heat press to function as an auto open or manual heat press with a simple flip of the rotating contact plate. With auto open, an electromagnet holds your press closed. When the timer reaches 0, the magnet releases the hold and allows the premium gas shocks to open the heat press for you automatically. In manual mode, you are in complete control of when the machine opens and closes. We've also moved the emergency release button from the control housing closer to the handle for easy access if you ever need to open the machine before the timer reaches 0. Of course, the TrueSpec wouldn't be a proper clamshell heat press if we didn't include a slide-out lower plat. But seeing as how that's nothing new, for Heat Press Nation anyways, we have also added a built-in splitter for your t-shirts. These are 2 must-have features for any t-shirt shop and truly elevate the level of efficiency and safety on your heat press. The built-in splitter allows the lower platen to go completely inside of your t-shirt, splitting it so the front and back are pressed separately. This avoids double pressing and eliminates any bleed through between sides of the garment. And to top off this huge list of premium features on our TrueSpec machines, we are proud to launch our line of fast fit platens. These lower platens are interchangeable with a multi-directional mount, so unlike your USB drive, you could slide it on right the first time, every time. You can also choose landscape or portrait orientation on any platen. To change platens, simply rotate the locking pin to disengage it, then slide the platen right off. Slide on your desired fast fit lower platen, then re-engage the locking pin by twisting it back in place. It really is that easy. Fast fit interchangeable platens are sold separately and are available in 4x4 inch, 6x10 inch, 6x20 inch, 8x10 inch, and 11x15 inch sizes. TrueSpec heat presses come with a quality guarantee that is backed by Heat Press Nation's legendary My Expert support. This includes 1 year of My Expert protection and free lifetime technical support. Should you ever have a question or issue with your heat press or any product purchased from Heat Press Nation, help is just a phone call away. Simply dial 800-215-0894 and you'll be connected with a trained technician at our Fullerton, California service center. You can order your TrueSpec heat press today at heatpressnation.com.